For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
We are fucking ready right now. Elsa, no more talking, no more distracting, and do some fucking work for once in your life. Perhaps send me some of these damn super chats because I see them coming in right now, but we have plenty to discuss today. Actually, well, several things, although the market has been more or less boring. But it's a new time. It's a new time indeed. We're coming at you early from the American morning. I'm loving this time zone, baby. Oh, I love this fucking time zone. And I can even get caffeine injections right in the comforts of the downstairs portion of my home. Man, I'll tell you, the best thing about America, the best actual thing about America is actually Amazon is a big one. Yes, that is right indeed, Miss Elsa Derp. Gay-ass Elsa, as she's also known. But the best part about America is the suburbs, man. Holy shit. The rest of the world is severely deprived, severely depressed. They don't even know. They don't even know what is available out there. Oh my god. It is actually insane. Anyways, I see a lot of familiar faces in here right now. It's good to see everyone. What's up, Larry Tan, Patrick Ocean, Liz in Seattle. We are not in Seattle, but we are in America. Sanaz, good morning to you. Mr. Football, Sacred, Patch Stormley, Guns. Guns are also good. Very, very good. We actually went to a gun store in America. Sorry, not in America. It was in America, but it was in Arizona. And they had fucking everything. What was most surprising about it is how cheap everything was. Like, it was like $500 for like what looked like an automatic rifle to me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, anyone can get this right now. But hey, things seem to be quite safe over there. Crazy, man, absolutely crazy. We are in the U.S. right now. Yes, indeed, we are in the U.S. Just checking things out. That's all, man. Bitcoin dominance got bitch slapped. Did it indeed? I don't know, man. I think altcoins are about to get bitch slapped probably as well. But you know what? Nothing's new there. Nothing's new. They are going to the moon, right? There can't be more than one good thing in America. Let's be honest. More than one good thing. Well, you might be surprised, Mr. Lay Hallmark. You might be surprised indeed. What's up, Stefan Milosevic? Yes, indeed, sir. We will be looking at Coinbase. Actually, you know what? We'll actually start this one off with Coinbase. I'm actually rather interested because the U.S. market is about to open in 3 minutes here. Let's see what it's trading at right now. 313. Coming off of, I think, one of the weekly moving averages here. Yeah, the 21 EMA should be a nice little bounce area. Ultimately, the real question is Coinbase putting in a higher low, or is this the beginning of perhaps the end? I don't see bearish divergence on the weekly time frame just yet, but a couple of people who I highly respect in the markets actually really think that Coinbase has topped for like a very, very long time. I mean, the monthly does look like one massive shooting star dildo right there, you know, so that would be counted as a rejection. I don't know. For me, like, you know, again, full disclosure, I do own Coinbase, and I own it from significantly lower, like well below $100. So, you know, for me, this is a very much long-term hold. But, you know, can you weather the storm if this thing does come back down to like 240, 250-ish region? That's up to you, man. That's up to you. But just be aware of your risk right there. I do think you get a bit of a weekly bounce, but I don't think that weekly bounce is going to bring you to new all-time highs just yet. Long term, I personally still like it just because I do like massive girthy engulfing dildos, and that one does have a quarterly engulfing dildo right here. Just something that you don't see all that often. So I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on how long term you are. But yeah, after a bit of a weekly bounce, I probably would be expecting a little bit more downside on this one. You know, it does look like markets are kind of, well, let's actually look at traditional markets. What is traditional markets looking at like right now? This is amazing when you're actually around and awake during the U.S. market open. It is actually the best. Holy shit. NASDAQ, can't hate that, man. You're just eating up last week's bearish dildo, or if you even want to call it that. It's the market that never goes down. It only goes up. But, you know, bit of a consolidation here, probably continuation. I mean, this thing did just break to new all-time highs, which is extremely bearish according to crypto Twitter. But yeah, for people with fucking brains, well, you probably already know where I'm going with that. Same thing for SPY over here as well. Bit of a consolidation, but yeah, breaking to new all-time highs. Certainly the most bearish thing that you could possibly have. Yeah, massive girthy green dildo. Super bearish, bro. You know what the most bearish thing is? It's not going down. It's actually going up. Insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Anyways, I need need to polish off some more of this Americano that I got over here. It's severely strong, like very strong. Texas FFL holder. What does that even mean? I don't know, but it perhaps means that you're in Texas. Probably a place that we should check out as well. You know, a lot of people love Texas, and I don't know, all of the southern states seem to have the best things going on right now, or just the states in the South is what I do think. What? Oh, yeah, and Elsa needs the boots or the boobs or whatever the fuck. Renova Sparks says redacted Twitter at it again. Yeah, man, it it is the most fun place. Short term for SPY. As someone just asked, yeah, you know, I think that you're just in a consolidation here. Range highs are going to be what, 60, just below 6,400. Range low is going to be like 6,350-ish region. Nothing really doing between those regions. I don't think that you're going to see anything, honestly, today. Today is more or less just a fuck around day, but if anything, again, this just looks like another higher low to me. You do have a hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Bullish signals in an overall uptrend at new all-time highs usually get respected. So, you know, if you are looking for pullbacks, good luck. Good luck. You might get your pullbacks. I think you did get your pullback last week. But all of these just seemingly to get eaten up nearly immediately. I've heard on the internet as well that the money is perhaps going to be flowing from the golds to the cryptocurrencies, but they both seem to be going up together. So, holy shit. It's as if we don't even have eyes to see for ourselves. Insane. Absolutely insane. But same thing over here, honestly. I mean, just consolidation really for the last couple of weeks. Or the last month, actually. Month and a half, actually, now. And, you know, does this one resolve with more upside? When I look at the monthly, I mean, it's hard to hate anything that is still above all major movement averages on a higher term time frame like this. Yeah, the last 1, 2, 3, 4 months do have nice wicks to the upside, but it's just a failure to break down after a long enough time. It's like, if we don't go down, what happens? We go up. And my nice defense stonks looking good as well. I love it, man. I fucking love it. I'm bearish on the relationship with my wife. Dump her, sir. Dump it. No, just kidding. Okay, this is not relationship advice. I'm not qualified to be speaking on such subjects. Maybe keep her, maybe dump her. I don't know. That is only a decision that you can make for yourself, sir. Charles Kuntzman? Oh, am I saying that properly? Hopefully, yes. Hey, I'm just saying a last name here, YouTube. I'm not trying to offend the females or, what is it? The trans womans of the world. Longtime viewer here since 2018. The first live stream actually seen live. Hell yeah, man. Love the new time slot. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep this time slot maybe even a little bit earlier, but, you know, going live around the open of the U.S. markets is certainly ideal. That's typically when most things do happen. You know, when we were in Arizona for a while, it was a good time zone, but it's just a little bit later. And for me, you know, being up at 6:30 in the morning and like actually coherent is much more of a chore than here in the East Coast, which is much more manageable. I like to, you know, be in the swing of things by about 9. So yeah, man, I'm hoping that we can keep this. But yeah, Daddy, can you look at the daddy coins of the world? What are the daddy coins of the world? I mean, I would assume it's just the major indices. I am the coin daddy. I've been collecting all the coins in Mario Kart. I go super fucking fast, and then I got the scam shell thrown at me, which is very, very annoying. Holy shit, I'm here for it alive, says Anita. Yes, indeed you are. You're actually here, right now. The elk tube says, oh, please. Oh, yes, please, a little bit earlier. Honestly, man, if I do it earlier, it's really not going to be that much earlier. It's going to be around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time rather than 9:30. That just is kind of the easiest and best time for my overall schedule. Good morning from Sarasota. How is Sarasota? People love Sarasota, man. Anytime I speak about Florida, people are like, yo, you got to go to Sarasota. It is the best place. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe we should go check it out. MicroStrategy. You're looking at MicroStrategy versus Bitcoin on a 2-day. I don't understand why I'd be interested in looking at these two plotted against each other, but maybe MicroStrategy on its own could be interesting. You know, you might see some things in MicroStrategy that are not shown in Bitcoin spot. And it actually does have a different chart here, to be fair. You know, it still holds the uptrend, still actually even has potential for hidden bullish divergence here on a higher low. But what do the higher term timeframes look like? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not the easiest chart for me. Yes, overall it's a bullish chart, but can it come back down to like low 300s before it tries a upside breakout, or does it try it from here? That I really don't have a strong opinion on. Same thing with, or let's go look at IBIT as well. In fact, I actually don't even think that MicroStrategy is the one to really be looking at anymore. I really think it's IBIT, actually. The problem is that there's just such a lack of price action history here, so it just is not so actionable. But ultimately, you know, if I showed you this chart, if I showed this chart to a fucking 3-year-old, they would be like, which actually, I know a 3-year-old, by the way, not in a crazy way, but it's just literally my sister's daughter. We're related. If I showed it to her, and I asked her the direction, she would say it's up because it's an uptrend. She's actually learning very, very young. She's a very smart young lady. And yeah, I mean, it is literally an uptrend. And this is she's a winner, says Elsa. Yeah, she is a winner. She even knows how to swim at such a young age. Very crazy stuff. Also has watched fucking Frozen too many goddamn times for any human being. But that's what? Also licks her toes. So, hey, look, a toe licker can figure out a fucking trend. So can you. Assuming that you figured out the internet as well. But yeah, looking at IBIT right here, you know, it's kind of the similar thing to Bitcoin. I don't think it's ready to just bust on through with massive girthy green dildos to the upside just yet. But I do think overall it is bullish, just, you know, in a sideways corrective consolidation period, which is fine. I mean, this is just the way that Bitcoin's kind of been moving recently. And that is the way of, well, typically how traditional ETF goes. So I really do think that Bitcoin is starting to trade like that, led probably by IBIT at this point. And yeah, I mean, that's really all that there is to it. Again, quarterly over here, did it close as an engulfing? It did close as an engulfing, just barely, but yeah, it certainly was there. Yeah, lower lows and closed on closed higher than the high of the prior. Yeah, so that does fit the bill here, just by a few cents, but that's okay. You know, overall, that's going to be bullish, but it's a long quarter to go. You know, we're talking about the end of September here. So anyways, I shall get into the actual analysis soon enough, but I underestimated the powerfulness of this caffeine. It is really deadly, honestly. Like, what the hell are they putting in these Americanos in Florida? It's got to be some of that Cuban caffeine. For fuck's sake, man, it is very strong. A lot of people from Sarasota. Yeah, people love Sarasota. Everywhere in Florida, honestly, just looks like a massive oasis. It's so beautiful, man. It really is. I can totally see why people love to move here. But I do hear that mold is like a big issue. Mold and pollen, and I'm probably too sensitive, perhaps, for those things. Intel Daily. Intel's been doing fuck all for like years now, man. I know because I bought it in 2022, you know, at the bottom of the market, but it just stayed at the bottom. I didn't really buy it because I thought it was like the best play of all time. I bought it because I like the company, you know, small position there, really. You can't see me, but you can hear me. I'm drinking all kinds of waters. And while I'm doing that, we can listen to the man himself.
The Lionsgate portal is now wide open. It is at its peak. The energy right now is truly abundant. And I've been sent
Abundance,
by
like
the universe
sounds of that.
right at this powerful moment to
perfect
help
timing.
to energetically align and boost your vibrational frequencies into abundance, blessings, and success. This is your moment. Claim it now. If you're new to this channel, my name is Michael.
This guy is
and
great.
I practice Universal Life Force Energy Healing, also known as Reiki.
Oh, Kansas City has great barbecue. Yeah, I'm sure it does, man. I'm sure it does. We actually, in Arizona, had the best meat in a non-homosexual way in my life. It was the best fucking barbecue I've ever had. I cannot believe it. I actually wake up at about 1 a.m. every night, and my mouth can taste. It can taste that beautifully prepared meat. I mean, they must be smoking this shit for like a day straight. It is absolutely insane. I fucking love it, man. Holy shit. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Where do I claim this moment airdrop? I'm waiting for this motherfucker to do an airdrop for Abundance Coin, or I'm sure that there's already an Abundance Coin. Let's see. The internet shall know if the Abundance Coin is real. And is it Jason in disguise? He doesn't have a beard, okay? There is no Abundance Coin. This is a massively missed opportunity for scammers of the world. So there you go. Probably shouldn't be encouraging this shit, but yeah. AI abundance. Yes, we need some more AI abundance. Did the meat melt in your mouth? It absolutely melted in my mouth. It squirted all over, and it was amazing, and I'll have more every day in my life if I could. Probably absolutely terrible for you, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. I will eat that meat. I will eat that meat, man. There's too many people in this world who don't eat meat, I'll tell you. For one, that would be my mom. She doesn't eat any fucking real food. I lived with her for like a week recently because we met up with family in Arizona. She doesn't eat a single fucking piece of real food. It's actually insane. It's just...
If you're listening, Lisa, please eat some protein.
she's like, I have osteoporosis and and my teeth are falling out. What should I do? I don't know. Eat some fucking real food, perhaps. That might help. Best meat is in South Africa, Mr. Crown. Must come and try it. I would love to go, but I also don't like getting murdered, so I will hold off on that for now, unfortunately. Yeah, man, many people. You're not the first person to try to get me to go to South Africa. It's like, nice fucking try, man. I read about this on the internet. It's I'm staying the fuck away from that place. It does look beautiful, though. I will say it is absolutely beautiful. Anyways, bullish on the meat. Yes, we are bullish on the meat. I'm bullish on the caffeine. We got some AI abundance. ChatGPT 5.0 just dropped. I love it, man. It's already really, really good. I mean, holy shit, man. This stuff is... People don't understand how good the AI shit already is. Like, sorry, excuse me. That's highly unprofessional as I sit here talking about dildos and swearing all the time. But yeah. Just stick to Cape Town and you'll be good. Hopefully, yes. It's still not affordable in EU, especially Switzerland. You mean meat? Yeah, man. Shoot, if you want to talk shit about Europe for a moment, now that I'm outside of Europe, let's talk about Europe. How about that, huh? All right, I'll tell you some things about Europe. First off, Finland has a rule that you cannot buy more than 40 plastic bags per year because bad for the environment. Also, don't shower more than once a week because bad for the environment. Don't use your sauna more than once a month because bad for the environment. Hey, you know what else is new coming up later this year? CBDC. The massively trustworthy Miss von der Leyen has described that the European whatever the fuck bureaucrats, the Eurocrats have decided that they need a CBDC because it's for your safety and the environment as well. You know what else they need? Well, I read recently as well that they are going to no longer allow encrypted chats like WhatsApp and Signal because it's for your safety and probably also the environment as well. What else do they have? Oh, let me tell you another story about fucking Finland. This goddamn place, the happiest place in the world. My fucking ass. Go fuck yourself. Okay? You want to know something about Finland? There are garbage police there who go around to people's houses analyzing if they have thrown away and disposed of their shit properly. That means, yes, I'm actually not joking, okay? There's not even one because they need pairs of two because this is just the great idea of the Eurocrats in fucking Finland who have decided that the people are not doing their job. They're not doing their job of recycling and they're causing global warming, which is bad for the environment. Yes, and by the way, in Finnish news, it's really the Finns who are causing it, not, the billions of people in China, India, and developing countries that are throwing all kinds of waste and who knows the fuck what. It's actually the less than 5 million Finns who are not disposing of their garbage properly. Sir, have you been putting the proper foods in the compost, or did you mix it up with the recycling bin? We need to know because you may be fined. By the way, it's so crazy in Finland that Elsa's mom, whenever I go to Elsa's parents' house, I get meat, okay? I get some fucking meat because that's what I eat, okay? I don't eat the garbage gook bugs that they want you to eat over there. What I do is I buy some meat, and it comes in a plastic wrapped package. And you know what happens to that plastic wrapped package? Well, I break it out, and then Elsa's mom will frantically run over and very quickly wash off the package of the meat so that it can be disposed of properly before the garbage police come to arrest us. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even fucking joking. Anyways, now that we're out of scam fucking Europe, and what?
I want to say it's quick. She really uses her time.
Elsa would like to clarify. She does not quickly wash it. She actually really spends her time to correctly wash off the meat residue from the plastic wrapper because this is needed, man. This is needed. Oh, it's for your safety, guys, and for the environment. That's right. That's right. For your safety. Never back to Finland again, Sisanas. No, we'll probably go back at some point. It's like, why wouldn't I want to go back? It's the happiest place on earth, right? No, the happiest place on earth is actually measured by access to social services. Not in fucking smiles like you would think. This is that is the biggest scam. That's the biggest fucking scam analysis of a country. It's like, we made a happiness index. What is it based off of? Is it based off of how happy people are? Nah, not that. It's based off of environmental friendliness and access to social services, sir. For fuck's sake, ma'am. For fuck's sake. I thought you, Sanat says, well, I thought you might miss the garbage police. That's right. Those garbage police, they're probably listening. They're probably monitoring this call right now, in which case I'll say, look, garbage please, I'm really, really sorry. Look, I know that I've been throwing all my garbage in the wrong garbage can for the past 2 years. I really apologize about this, okay? It's just because I don't understand fucking Finnish and I can't read the signs, and it's just confusing, all right? So, you know, be a little bit less racist towards non-Finnish speakers, because, oh God, I can't go down this one. Yeah, I'm permabanned from Finland now. Like, oh, you have not, what's the Finnish accent? Okay, so you have not thrown away and disposed of your garbage properly, so we will ban you from our country. You cannot come to Autobot speaking land. You must stay out because you have hurt the environment. I am Transformer. Yes, that's what they sound like. They sound like fucking Transformers. Especially the men, not necessarily the women. The women actually speak pretty good English. Call the compost, please. The compost cops. They're coming, man. They're coming, and they're probably armed. Those are the only police in Finland that are fucking armed, probably, too. Anyways, they have, like, news pieces as well in Finland, like, every day, saying, make sure to open the door for the garbage police because people are not disposing properly. It's like, Jesus, man, holy shit. These people, and then you know what? Whenever you tell them that you're going to America or just anywhere outside of Finland, it's like, don't you know that's dangerous? Don't you know? Like, people get killed there. That's what all of Elsa's friends. They're not going to let you in. Yes. Yeah. All of Elsa's friends think that as soon as you step off the plane in America, like, someone fires a fucking gun at your face. Although I will tell you a funny story about Arizona. Then we'll get into the real analysis. I apologize. It's been a long-term rant. I apologize. But it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since we had a live stream here. All right. So we got to Arizona like a couple weeks ago. And my family members pick us up. My sister and her husband and I guess my niece is what she would be called. Really, really lovely people, and they take us to their place in the suburbs. And if you're not familiar with Arizona, during the summer, there are what are called cicadas that make this like sort of crickety, weird sound, but it's very loud, like it's super fucking loud. And as soon as we get out of the car, you hear like this overwhelming sound of like shh. And Elsa starts like getting super nervous, and she's like, "Oh my God, are those the rattlesnakes?" Like as if there's a fucking army of rattlesnakes just hanging out, ready to attack us in a suburban home, and probably the safest place in all of America. Actually insane, man. Actually insane. Anyways, last of the last caffeine right there. Then let's see. Okay. Let's get into some actual Bitcoin's analysis. Too many damn emails over here. Let's get rid of that bullshit. Let's go over some daily price statistics. How about that? Should I record this one? Is there a lot of people watching right now or not? Yeah, we should record this one actually. All right. I mean, it was pretty crazy. Like, we didn't actually see even one dangerous animal there. There was no scorpions, no tarantulas, no nothing, honestly. In fact, I didn't even see a fucking spider, I don't think. It's kind of weird. I was expecting to at least see that. What's the barbecue place called in Arizona? Says 8VK. It was called Little Miss Barbecue. All right, it's Little Miss Barbecue. It's in Phoenix, very close to the airport. It's a few good old boys who work there. They're absolutely amazing people. They're gigantic. They're absolutely gigantic. They probably come from the South. I love them all. They're amazing, and they make the best meat. And by the way, this place, it looks like it's probably from the outside, it looks like you're walking into a jail cell. Like it looks super ghetto, but I will tell you straight up, this is the best place I've ever been to in my life by far. By fucking far. No more trash police. Oh, the trash police are not going to be liking what I've done here in Florida, man. I've been ordering all kinds of Amazon. They really don't like that one. You know what? They have big warnings in the newspaper in Finland about Amazon. Do not order from Amazon. Very bad for the environment. We can't be having this. You know how bad for the environment if Amazon is? I don't fucking know. Sorry, Elsa provided yet another clarification. It is not just order. No, don't order from Amazon. Don't order from anywhere. In fact, you don't even need more than 2 pieces of clothing because why? Bad for the environment. Amazing. Just fucking amazing. Anyways, we're back live. Wait, hey, what? Oh, what? I can't record while I'm also live streaming. Oh, fuck you, Windows 10 ransomware protection. Why would you do this? Hold on, let me read this really quickly. Unable to write, make sure you're using a recording path. Oh, okay, I didn't do the recording path right. Let me see if I can fix this really quickly. Let's see, recording, okay. Why wouldn't it let me do that? Huh, I guess I won't be able to figure this out during the stream. This is gonna be above my skill set here. I'll try one more time. Okay. Now we are back. Yes. Okay. It actually did work. Holy shit. All right. I'm going to take the last sip of this. I promise now. Then we get into the actual analysis of the day. What's up, Mr. Van Duysen? Good to see you, brother. And Matthew Smeed as well. My favorite Hexkin or Pulsar, whatever the fuck they call it now. Do those people still exist, by the way? It's been like, 5 years. Have they figured it out yet? Maybe not. This is hate speech, says Tony Powers. I know, man. I know. I apologize. It's unsafe, it's unsafe, it's hate speech, and it's also bad for the environment. Those are the 3 big ones. It's for your safety, it's hate speech, and it's bad for the environment. We must save the environment. Look, for every fucking 5 million Finns who are cautiously conserving water by only taking 1 shower per week and owning no more than 2 pairs of clothing, and using the sauna no more than once a month. There are 2 billion combined Indians and Chinese fucking shooting water up into the sky at all hours of the day, throwing all kinds of trash into the fucking river, while people in Dubai blast fucking water like 100 feet high towards the Burj Khalifa. And Americans are doing what Americans do best. Please shower every day. Elsa doesn't shower every day. I'll tell you that. I'm kidding. She had a very big blow up yesterday because I implied that she might have not showered, and she did. What's DWB? Is the core meme of Pulse change? I don't even know what oh God, Matthew Smeed, our resident Hexagon is talking shit about Pulse chain. Dude, don't be doing that, man. They're gonna come at you. They do not. Is it like the Mormons or the Scientologists, or I don't know who it is, but if you leave, you're the enemy. It's like a gang. It's crazy, man. Hexkin till the day I die. That's me, bro. Best chart of all time. All right. We are back here for another daily price action analysis for the old Bitcoins. And as always, we'll start off with some daily price statistics. You can see that once again, yesterday did actually call the high of the day. In fact, Bitcoin actually closed in around the high too. As we were talking about in yesterday's video, Bitcoin likely to carry on with that rally based off of the hidden bullish divergence signal. And for today, I do want to once again go over the daily price statistics, of which Friday is a slight favor in terms of whether it's likely to close positively or negatively in favor of green closures, with 53.33333 repeating, of course, of all Fridays closing positively since this bull market began in 2023. The average returns are, of course, what we are most interested in. And on the positive closing side for Friday, it has been just over 2%. For the negative side, it was just around 1.69%, which is actually the lowest of any weekday. Not by a great margin, by the way, but to put this in terms of price action, to the upside, that'd give us a boundary right around 119,900, and to the downside, a boundary at around 115,550 or so. Meaning that, again, if Bitcoin does hit either side of these ranges here, I do think that these are good pullback or bounce regions. I don't think that Bitcoin's going to have a major breakout today, nor a major breakdown today. It's probably going to be, again, a range bound day, the range being between about, let's just call it 120 to the upside versus 115.5 to the downside. And realistically, it's not even really that. The overall range, the real range that Bitcoin is caught in between here now, and the range that I think we'll really be living in for a while, is going to be, again, that 119 area to the upside, but it's not 115.5 to the downside. It's really the lows of this, of last week on Saturday at around 112. I do think that Bitcoin's going to be living within this range for a while, and I'll explain why in a moment. But first, we should go over and follow up on some of the signals that we spoke about in yesterday's video. One of them being the daily time frame over here, having some hidden bullish divergence. That one I would say has more or less played out, and you're kind of getting like the limp, the limper right here. You can see the daily RSI turning back down. You know, if we do see it kind of close around here, especially back down below that moving average, probably going to be a good signal that, yeah, we will see this range continue, and you will see another try towards the lower end of the range. But again, I want to be really, really, really careful in my language here, because I'm not bearish on Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin's topped. I don't think Bitcoin is heading down to like new lows from here, or at least it's not my first, you know, sort of target, if you will. But I do think that, you know, if we do kind of just don't see really continuation today above one of those critical regions, then yeah, probably does come back down and has a bit more of a reset, and that's fine. You know, we do expect a more or less boring sort of, you know, rest of August. And when I say boring, I mean not above the price action pivot to the upside here, nor below that last low that we saw from earlier this week. As well, you know, just going sideways, getting everyone really crazy, despite, you know, more or less a range bound market. But it is big numbers at the end of the day. It's very, very big numbers, so I do understand it. Anyways, I do want to acknowledge, though, that if you do want a little bit of hopium, I guess it would be the falling derp right here, the falling pizza, the falling channel, the falling, I guess, is it a wedge? I don't necessarily know. But that is in play there, and we could make, we could see an actual breakout. But again, the measured move would only bring us to about here, about that last high. For CME, that's about 121. Again, that does have a premium for spot price action. So again, that puts spot somewhere around like 120, or like we said earlier, 119, 900, basically the same thing. So, if you do see it close above this, this upper boundary, which is just basically yesterday's high, depending upon whether you're on CME or index, just whatever yesterday's high was. Yeah, I guess you do see that move to the upside there. But again, I don't think it's going to get continuation. I do still think that this one is ripe for further consolidations. Again, one of the major reasons that I've been looking at is going to be based off of a couple of things. One of them is going to be the weekly HPDR over here for CME. And again, I want to reiterate that anytime that we do see an expansion away from the median on the weekly HPDR and then volatility go back into a contraction phase, which we actually saw in late July, you're nearly destined to get a reconnect with that median. Now, the median as of right now is at 105,755. Now, I don't think Bitcoin's going to come back all the way down there, or sorry, it's at 106. Now, obviously, next week it'll open up, it'll get a new tick. I suspect that new tick will bring this pivot back to around like 110 or 112-ish region. Again, it doesn't need to head down there exactly right now. For example, we saw the most recent iteration over here where you got the expansion phase. It started to come back down. I'll mark this area off so you can see what happened on the chart just really quickly. And it looked something like so. Bitcoin, more or less put in the high of the rally right there, trades sideways until it reconnects again with that median. That is going to be combined, of course, with this setup over here. Of which, is this the right one? Hold on. Let's see. Nope, that's not the right one. Where did I put it? Dude, where's my charts? It's happening again. Motherfucker. Here we go. Yes. This is going to be the 4 EMA versus the, the 4 EMA versus the yellow 21 EMA. Again, just the red versus the yellow. Whenever we see a crossover to the downside, Bitcoin, typically within about the next 2 to 3 weeks, does come down to the green moving average. Now, this one realistically did just kind of happen. This one happening on Tuesday of this week. So if we fast forward, 2 to 3 weeks, that puts us towards the end of August. So during that time, how much higher can this come up? I suspect it probably comes up around to where the current low is at. And again, that's a minimum target, kind of similar to what you saw over here. Again, fires off. It got a rally, and I think that's kind of what's happening right now as well. That rally ultimately was a lower high and then came back down, fulfilled that condition, and then got the continuation. So I need a quick sip of this water. Really good water, actually. Surprisingly good quality here. And by the way, ever since this bull market began in 2023, anytime that we've gotten this signal, Bitcoin has not made new highs on the rally before reconnecting with that moving average. Again, it has gotten a rally, like you see right here, close to that prior high, but not making new highs again before coming back down to that major moving average. So that's kind of why I do think right now is still a patient time. I don't think that is necessarily a time to be running into positions or nothing like that. So again, just kind of drawing out a little ditty of what I think is, more or less likely to happen. Probably does get a little more continuation on this rally, somewhere around here, 119, 120, whatever it ends up being, that's fine. Something like this, does a tabletop, then comes back down, reconnects with that moving average, and then, you know, we see a real try to the upside probably in September. And here are the statistics, by the way, with this particular setup. Again, measured since this bull market began in 2023. There's been 12 iterations. 10 out of those 12 have closed, you know, positively, meaning that it was a profitable trade. But all of them have obviously gotten down there. Like, for example, this most recent one, again, did get down there, but technically it wasn't a profitable trade. So again, this is not like a setup that I'd want to actually play myself. It's for general YouTube directional analysis, which unfortunately gets misheard a lot of the time. Like, if you're looking at this as like a, you know, signal, well, I would say it's highly unoptimized for that purpose. Anyways, moving on. Again, this is all going to be combined with the same sort of look that we've been having on the higher term timeframes. You know, all of the higher term timeframes here are still angled in the same direction, pending today's closure, which is for the weekly on CME. Weekly stochastic momentum continues to the downside as long as Bitcoin's below 121,600, which as of right now, it's about $4,000 below. So I'd say as of right now, probably a good bet that it, you know, won't close above that number. But I guess crazier things have indeed happened. And then, of course, you know, the lower time frame that we go, you know, the more and more that we see this 10-day time frame, which is actually a higher term time frame. But you know where I'm going with this one. This one's pivoted at 120,500 again, coming in from a very, very high angle, which has actually caught the highs of you know, of many of these rallies for Bitcoin ever since CME began in 2018, 2019. 5-day time frame obviously going to be down as well, headed down below 122 or almost 123. 3-day time frame also be headed down as long as Bitcoin's below 119,400. Two-day time frame also headed down as long as Bitcoin's below 127.50. And the daily time frame is the odd man out here, heading up. But whenever I see the daily kind of disagreeing with all the other higher term time frames, what I look for is this to continue up alongside price action, you know, more or less grinding those prior highs. But the second that this one turns back down and does something like this, especially within the bearish control zone, that probably is the signal, if I had to guess, for the next attempt back down around that green moving average. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for myself. Again, I'm not your fucking dad. I'm not here to tell you what to do. At the end of the day, you're free to do whatever the hell you want to do, but that's what I'd be doing if I was certainly a more long-term minded person. If you're more of a short-term person, then of course, you know, you can make all kinds of things work. I mean, there is a lot of edge in the short-term timeframes with these massive ranges, but yeah. You know, I'm specifically speaking to the more long-term people here in that I just don't think that there's a major rush into position here. I think August is going to be a waiting month, and September is probably the month of fun action. Or at least stuff, you know, beginning. So yeah, that is where I'll end things on this analysis today. We're going to continue on with the live stream analysis on YouTube. And if you're looking to join in on future live streams, I should let you know that we're going to try to keep this time at around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a beautiful time frame, very, very nice time frame because, well, that is around US market open, which is typically when things actually do happen. So yeah, there it is. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Lovely. All right. What PD says, welcome to the USA. Is Finland as bad as Norway, taxing the heck out of you if you try to move? I don't think that they have a wealth tax yet, but they do have extremely high taxes. And Elsa just said that they are trying to do something like that, which doesn't surprise me, man. You know, it's definitely not a like a secret that most people who have the means to move out of Finland right now are moving out, and they're actually losing a lot of tax revenue because of that. But what is their answer to that issue? Tax more. Tax more. Great fucking idea, guys. People are leaving because the taxes are too high. What should we do? Let's just tax them more, bro. Great idea. You're hired. Get back in the fucking game. Yeah, man. What's up, Gallo? Because I have a family and I can't be up at 2 a.m. What? What is this? Sounds like an excuse to me, man. Think about all the other people with families, sir. They make it work. Why can't you? I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Germany has an escape tax. That is actually a really funny way to say it. It's an escape tax. Like, people are trying to escape. We need to initiate the escape tax. Like, great idea, guys. Yeah. Tax Bitcoin unrealized profits, huge sell pressure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they'll try to do that. But, you know, realistically, most people who have real wealth, they've already moved out of these places, you know, exactly for that reason, you know, and maybe they go back to these European countries during the summer and stuff, you know, when things are typically nicer. But of course, you know, it's not going to be their main residence. Yeah, man. And I think Norway is even more crazy than Finland probably in terms of their tax rates. So like you said, they have a wealth tax, which is just, I mean, their salaries are higher for sure. Yeah, Finns are just like Finns really do have socialism. Like there's no like super rich people, but there's also no super poor people. Everyone's just miserable at the same rate. It's great. Happiest nation on earth. I always love it when I speak with a champagne socialist and they tell me about, oh, but Finland, you should know, Finland is the happiest place on earth. It's like, have you ever been there? People aren't fucking happy, man. Norway makes you pay exit taxes so high you can't move a business. So I have read my grandpa left in the 50s because of taxes. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Funnily enough, man, the U.S. is almost like a tax haven if you understand the tax code. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, I'll get to the super chats here. I apologize. I've been not been on top of things today. Been talking too much, man. I just wanted to talk. Okay, that's also another thing that we don't have in Finland. No one fucking talks, man. You know how many friends I have after like 6 years? One, maybe. Like not even really. But I have Elsa, which is what matters. We got Steven Schickman first. I should have guessed. He's looking at Doggy Derp and Ethereum Daily. We'll look at Doggy first because that one is what popped up first here. And you're looking at the daily time frame. Yeah, a lot of the altcoins actually look like they're a lot more likely to run to me than Bitcoin here. Daily time frame sees momentum still to the upside as long as Doggy is above 19 cents. I do think that Doggy could easily spike 24 to maybe even 25 once again. And I guess this would be a higher low for now, but personally speaking, I do think you're going to be range bound where that most recent price action pivot is, just below 25 cents, and where your low was this past Sunday. So, you know, while I do think it continues a little bit more from here, I don't think it's going to be like a breakout like this. I think it's going to be more so something like this, perhaps, if it is going to be bullish at all, that is. Looking at the weekly time frame, yeah, I don't think that this is your next higher low, to be honest, man. I can be wrong on that, of course, but it would have to reclaim that most recent price action pivot. I guess the monthly is a little bit more of a nicer look on this one, but I still think that you could play out that correction first and then try the move on the monthly, meaning that, you know, you correct first and then try the move to the upside, because the monthly is not so bad, to be honest. Neither is the quarterly. Even the quarterly made a new high above last quarter's high, so that's, you know, better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, then you're also looking at Ethereum. Ethereum has definitely been the more interesting one of them all, and it does seem to be leading right now in terms of the altcoins. $4,000 for one Butyrol. Still no new highs for this cycle, but yeah, you know, personally, I do still think that this one will make new highs. Just a laggard, so you know, I do think it's generally a loser when you compare it to other things that you could possibly be in. I mean, shit, Bitcoin's been making new highs for like a year and a half now. This thing hasn't even gotten close to the prior highs. But again, I'm not saying it's not going to. I do think it will. The monthly look here is what I really be focused on. Again, we did get that fresh twist to the upside on the monthly stochastic momentum for the first time since fucking April of 2024. You know, I think it should at least get to like 4,300-ish region. Does it actually break out from there and retest that prior high? I mean, if not now, then fucking when, man, really. But for, you know, first spike into this like 41 to 4,200-ish region should be a pullback, and then the breakout should occur. If you're looking at this on the quarterly, yeah, it is one massive symmetrical triangle. So technically speaking, you know, we should be treating this as very likely a real breakout here. And just kind of eyeballing the target, I guess it would be like about a little, somewhere around $6,000 if it does. But again, this is a quarterly. It would take a long time, I suspect. So yeah, there's that. But you know, not terrible. Just it's just not keeping pace with the rest. What? It's you put it in the other room or something. Like Elsa can't figure out a computer because, well, bad for the environment. Arms Private says SEIUSD short and long term. Sure, ma'am. SEIUSD. Let's see. I wonder how my neighbors like my live streams. Hopefully good. Anyways, it's funny actually. I contacted a real estate agent recently, and I guess her like boyfriend must have known me or something, and then I stopped working with them because I don't want to work with any fucking real estate agent who knows me. Like, Jesus, terrible idea. Anyways, SEI right here. Same thing as Ethereum. I mean, obviously not as good as Ethereum because Ethereum's like near the prior highs. This one, long term, just a fucking loser, obviously. But in the short term, I do think that at least you hit this top side of the price action pivot extension at about 32 cents. It's not that much more from where it's at right now. Personally, I do think it will break out from there and it will get somewhere around 35-ish. Does it continue on with the overall rally? That I don't necessarily know, man. This to me is a big loser. Sir, can you fucking plug in something properly? But yeah, you know, getting back above that July high, I actually do think is very unlikely for this thing. I think that this thing is in the long-term downtrend of destiny. Just a personal opinion, but yeah. If you're in the short term, like I said, I think it will continue a little bit more. It's just I think that this rally is it's then try a different fucking plug maybe. Try a different plug. XRP, sure. Probably a more interesting chart. This one has actually made new all-time highs, so it does go into the better of the pack than most things. In fact, it even made new all-time highs recently. Let's see. Should we start off high or start off low? I'm looking for something obvious here. Yeah, quarterly to me still says higher this quarter. So sometime between now and the end of September, I do think that this thing probably makes new all-time highs. Is this a new higher low at 270 from last week? It does look like yes. It does look like yes. But just like Bitcoin, I'm not so confident that it'd be breaking out to new highs from where it's at right now. I do think it's a little more likely to do something like this. Extend maybe a little bit more, come back down higher low, and then try for the real push. I think you're looking at something like that, man. But overall, definitely among the stronger ones, despite, you know, all of the criticisms that XRP gets. You know, it is quite literally just one of the better ones in this cycle because it's actually made new all-time highs where most things have not. So yeah, if you're talking about just the short-term timeframes, 4-hour time frame, like I said, might have one more spike up towards like 345, 350-ish region, but I don't think you're making new highs from here. I think you continue on with the sideways consolidation for a while longer. And then you're looking at HBAR. Okay, HBAR, yeah, let's see this one, HBAR US derp. And what does it say? Same thing here, probably continues on with the short-term rally. You know, maybe a spike towards like 27 to 28 cents region, but I don't think you're getting continuation just yet from there. Yeah, I don't like these sort of long-term charts, to be honest. But monthly is okay. I do think that this one will try higher later. It's just small extension right here, continue sideways, and then try for the real move. And short term, yeah, you know, as long as it's above 24 cents, I'd be looking for it to, you know, spike somewhere around 27 to 28 region. So not too much more from where it's at right now. And then sets it up maybe for like a September move to new highs on this rally. Not new all-time highs, I'm saying, but just new highs from, you know, this rally that began, what, like a month ago or a couple months ago? Lots of good old H2O. And then Link, yes, Chainlink. Chainlink, really good actually here. This one proving itself. Yeah, still not a fan of these charts that have like these humps and then dumps, but should spike this prior high. So maybe a little bit more on the current rally. I'm guessing that's like $20 even, a little over 20-ish, 20 and a quarter if you want to be super exact. Probably pulls back a little bit from there, but this one actually significantly stronger than a lot of the other ones that we've seen. This is what I think most of the other ones hope to be doing, where it just kind of engulfs the prior one. And I do think that this one will carry on with the rally. And I guess if any one of these that we've looked at today actually has a real chance to really push on through here, in this case, you know, $25, maybe in like September, I think it would be Link, honestly. You're seeing monthly momentum turn up freshly for the first time in a very long time. It does have a higher low here, and it does have a higher high. So it technically does have a monthly uptrend in the short term, you know, low, higher. So it's like high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You know, have to respect the trend, especially with momentum turning freshly in that same direction too. So, you know, maybe we follow this top side trend line extension. More long term, of course, I'm not talking about anything in the short term, but that would be, you know, $35 to $40-ish, depending upon how long it takes. That's an area of interest. And we got Tom. He says, love you, Crown. What's up, man? I love you too, sir. Please check daily weekly of NYSE HNGE. Thank you for specifying that it is a traditional market stonk. Hinge Health. Okay. I've never heard of this. Yeah. I mean, generally going to like charts that are making new all-time highs. It is very new. So I do want to say whenever we have something that's very new, like I don't trust TA as much. It's flawed enough as it is, but overall, you know, if it does want to come back down somewhere between like $50 to $55, that's fine. It's still a higher low. I would still be overall bullish on something like this. I just generally be bullish on this thing as long as you're closing weekly deltas above $52, which it's doing a pretty damn good job of right now on Friday at the end of the week. So how high does it go? I don't fucking know, man, because this thing has a very, very minimal history to be going off of. But overall, yeah, I'd just generally be bullish as long as you're above that, especially $52 number. with maybe a short-term correction here. Maybe it spends some time going sideways and down towards like 55, maybe even goes all the way down to 52, but I do think that, I'd be looking for a higher low there first before anything else. Mr. Stefan, yeah, I guess we kind of looked at coin already. I don't really have anything new to say about that. Is the local low? And I do think that a local low is, but I don't think it's like the low, to be honest. I do think that this one probably goes lower later. For example, this thing could bounce up to like 350 or so. It doesn't really do anything for it. Just a pity bounce off of the 21 EMA. I think that this one's more likely to come down to like mid 200s and then try the real upside move. I can be massively wrong on this one, and if I am, then it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of where I'll be at for this one right now. Let me just see where the quarterly is. Yeah, like mid 200s would look pretty good to me after a weekly bounce. So again, it's going to get drawn out for a while. I don't think it really makes any real move to the upside until Q4 if it's going to be doing that at all. Anthony J says MOGcoin. MOGcoin sounds pretty legit, bro. Let's check it out. MOGcoin on the crypto. Again, short term, I think it continues with this rally. Momentum is to the upside on the daily time frame. Probably gets somewhere. I'm just going to make a ball or a circle because I don't know what these numbers are, but something like this. Oh, the LARP line's working pretty well here. Something like this in the short term, but I do think it turns down again from that region. Look, it's fucking MOGcoin, man. Like, it's legit, bro. This is the future of finance and the future of France. Yeah, man. I guess the bi-weekly time frame isn't really bad. So I guess that would be the shining light on the other side. But I don't know, man. If I had to guess, is this going to be your high for life? Probably yes. I mean, it did already play this move out. I'm a lot more inclined to say whatever move you're getting right now is not going to get long-term continuation. But short-term, yeah, I do think it has more to go. Maybe even as much as whatever the hell this number is here. These would be my two areas of interest on this rally. Come back to it after that. I mean, I guess it's always possible that things do something crazy, but this one, it is what it is. Mr. Gallo, he says, can you check out DOG on the weekly? Not doggy, but dog. All right, so dog. This is dog in me coin. Well, you've waited a long time for the highly esteemed analysis of dog in me. If you can't tell by the name, it's definitely legit. Certainly not a piece of shit meme coin that probably has no long-term life. Sir, what the fuck, bro? Hey, even the most shitty of meme coins are rallying right now, and this thing is not? It must play catch-up. That's right. Catch-up is a real investment strategy. Yeah, great way to not maximize your gains during a bull market is by holding absolute pieces of literal fucking garbage like this. Look, man, it's bad. It's bad. This is, I would feel very confident saying this is your high for life. I mean, shit, how much farther does it have to go? Okay, it's so high, I can't even see. It's off the charts right now. Has to go up 250%. So that's bullish, right? Look, I don't know how high this current rally goes. Maybe it's already done. I mean, it's certainly more bearish than everything else that we've seen today. So that's a bad sign to me because even some of the most dog shit of dog shit things are rallying today. And throughout this weekend, this thing can't even put in an uptrend. I mean, that's just pathetic, man. So if it's the wrong coin. It's the wrong coin. It's the wrong coin. Wrong coin. Okay, wrong fucking coin, huh? All right, then why don't you give me the fucking ticker? How about that, man? How about that? Give me the fucking ticker. Holy shit. Dog to the moon coin. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this one's going to be so much better, bro. Dog to the... Okay, not even on trading view. That's how great it is, man. Not even on fucking trading view. Not even on fucking trading view. DOG coin. Or is it this thing? You said it's on Gate.io. Fucking great. Wow, man. Amazing chart, bro. Another downtrend while everything else, even the most shitty of shits, are going up. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. You are in a bull market. All you have to do is just buy Bitcoin and hold. But I've heard on crypto Twitter that Dog Coin versus Tether on Gate.io is going to play catch up. That's right. The rest of the market has moved on. but it just hasn't realized the true intrinsic value of Dogecoin, which will certainly be going to the moon. Sir, literal garbage, literal fucking garbage. Not you. You're a great person. I love you, man. I know you've been in this community for a long time. You're a great person. This, however, I do not love. I hate shit like this. I absolutely hate shit like this. Shit like this should go to fucking hell. Not you, but this coin should go to hell. What's up, Shipwreck? Good morning to you, man. Good fucking morning to you. And we got some gift memberships. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome, brother. More power to you, Shipwreck and OG of this cave at this point. Great to fucking see you, man. But this chart, not great to see. Don't like seeing this chart. Disgusting. Get it out of my face. Look, man, I'd even be surprised to see this thing get back above this high here at half a cent, let alone the fucking all-time high. Like, dude, it's all you have to do is buy Bitcoin. Really. Does it get more of a rally here? Well, sir, you might be getting towards 3.5 cents. Amazing. Amazing rally. I mean, I'll have to eat shit if I'm completely wrong in this one, but it is what it is, man. Look, you'll know that I'm wrong as always. You know, I reserve the right to be wrong as fuck. You'll know that I'm wrong if it gets back above this July high right here. Then okay, I guess it does have a chance. But look, man, this is garbage. This is like real fucking garbage. I don't know who the hell is trying to sell you on this shit, man. I've seen the Discord. I know that you're not a retarded person, so it's probably I don't know who the hell's selling you on this shit, man, but they don't love you. All right. Let's see what else we have. LP Philosopher says, thoughts on what it means that Euro BTC did not broke out unlike Bitcoin USD. It means that it means that the dollar has more inflation than the euro, sir. Looks like the Euro pros are on the show now. That is a very interesting notion. That's a very interesting conclusion. I would like whatever drugs you are on, but no, Europe is literally one of the most insignificant and irrelevant economies in this world. The euro does not matter for shit. It is rallying versus the US dollar because the US dollar is being devalued as a general plan from the Trump administration to promote, well, I suppose exports, makes it cheaper for that, right? And also just generally makes stock market to go up. So it makes Mr. Trump look better as well. Yeah, man, the Europors definitely run the show, bro. Have you looked at the GDP of Europe? Don't do it. You know, let's go look at the GDP of Europe. I don't even really know what it is, but I'm guessing it's bad. All right, let's go ask Grok. What is the GDP of Europe versus the USA? Let's see how those environmental policies are doing. I'm sure they're really promoting the human flourishing as of, okay, just the numbers, please. Okay. I ain't reading all that. USA, 30.5 trillion. EU, under 20 trillion. We're talking about a whole fucking continent versus one country. Pathetic fucking Europe. And by the way, projected GDP, PPP, is going down. Okay. We got to protect that environment, bro. The environment needs help, okay? I heard about 20 years ago from Mr. Al Gore that we have just 5 years. In just 5 years, we're not going to have a world anymore because global warming has killed everyone. And actually, by the way, you can find stories like this basically every 10 years. So it's true. What does it mean? It means there is more inflation in the US dollar than the euro. And that is true. Yelly Qui affiliate marketing. Opinion about Solana, Soylana. Well, let's put on the soy screen and look at some Solana action over here. It does look like it has a short-term breakout. I think that this thing could move back up towards like 185 region. The real question is, does it carry on with this rally? Like, is this the low? It's above all major moving averages, so I can't hate that, man. I can't hate that right now. Yeah, I actually do think it's going to push through here. I actually do think that it probably does push through here. It's not bad. It's not bad on the monthly, but quarterly still leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, good buyback on the 10-day as well. I actually would give this one the benefit of the doubt as long as you're above the August the 3rd low, so last Sunday's low. I generally think that this one is actually going to push through, but, you know, could it look something like this? I think it's going to do something like Bitcoin where, you know, it does something like this, turns back down, sets in a higher low, and then tries to move. That's kind of what I think is going to happen, but generally I'd just be optimistic about this one as long as it's above this low here. Below that low, send it to fucking Hades and hell. What are you... Okay. All right, Gallo is back. He's got the new highly esteemed altcoin, Uni. Uni, please. Bought at $5, sold at 10, but looks like it will run to 15. Sir, do not make the same fucking mistake that so many people in this whole market make. Sir, please. Holy shit, you just made a phenomenally, majorly good trade. You just made a profit on a real shitcoin here. You can't be looking back. Don't look back in anger, as the great band Oasis said. Sir, it might run to 15. You're better off going with something else anyways, to be honest, ma'am. Does it look like it's going to go to 15 to me? It doesn't look... Well, yeah, I don't hate it right here, to be honest. But look, there are better options than pieces of shit like this, for real. Yeah, it probably does, honestly, though. So you're going to hate me for that. Actually, I wouldn't even be surprised if this thing made it to like 20 bucks in the next quarter or two. But, and yeah, the daily time frame is breaking out. Yeah, I mean, probably runs higher. But look, man, you just made a 2x. Like, don't fucking get caught up in the Twitter bullshit and the YouTube bullshit of people posting about 10x and this sort of shit, man. It's gonna make you more broke than not, man. You made a great trade. You made a 2x. Almost no one fucking does that and actually keeps the profit. Go roll that into something else that's actually has a real future, not this highly esteemed piece of technology. I mean, it probably does have a future because Uniswap has been pretty good, but, you know, that doesn't mean the token value is going to go up. What does a token value even do? I don't fucking know. Apparently it doesn't do much because in a bull market, it has not gotten anywhere near its prior all-time high. That's just not a good sign. Like in any stretch of the imagination, I will repeat the same thing I've repeated a million fucking times. Look, if your favorite shitcoin, which is definitely a shitcoin that is really, really good, so don't listen to whatever the hell I'm about to say, but if your favorite shitcoin has not made new highs at any point during this bull market, it might not make new highs ever again. The good ones have made new highs. The good ones have made new highs. I'm not saying it can't rally from here. It can rally, and it probably will rally, actually. But why? But why? Ondo Poncho says, watching for years, first live. Hell yeah, sir. Fucking love it. When Elsa's friend that bangs anything visits, please invite me over. She is actually married now to a real communist with a child, and she's a very happy person. She'll still probably bang anything. She's listening right now. I apologize, but you know it's true, okay? All right? And stop sending Elsa hate messages for real. Like, fucking relax, lady. All right. Anyways, she really hates America, by the way, so she probably won't come here. She hates it that Elsa is in America with the enemy. Oh, I should add her husband is a communist from Iran. A real communist from Iran. So yeah. Yeah, so the enemy, you know, basically. Honest, look, for the Iranians listening, like our lovely Sanaz, the Iranian people are lovely. In fact, every Iranian person that I've ever met has been a phenomenal stand-up person. The government of Iran, yeah, they're the fucking enemies. They're awful. They fucking kill girls for not wearing their freedom veils, their ninja outfits. Like, what the fuck? Don't do it. Let them choose. If they don't want to wear it, they don't have to wear it. If you want to wear it, go ahead and wear it. It looks beautiful. I see people swimming with it all the time too. It makes me kind of concerned, but I guess it works. Not all the time, but, well, not really in America, because we don't really see too many of those in America, or at least not, unless you're in like Minnesota, I guess. But yeah, in Finland, yeah, there's a lot of the freedom veils there. But of course, you know, in Finland, you read news pieces about how the Finnish women are oppressed, and the oh god, I should not get into this. Okay, never mind. You know what? Everyone love everyone. All right. And by the way, I have a high amount of respect for the Muslims out there in the world. They're great. I have several very good Muslim friends. They're actually amazing people. But yes, the Muslim fundamentalists, don't like them. They're bad. The other Muslims, especially from the Gulf states, especially from is it the Sunni and the Shia? It's the Sunnis. Yeah, those ones are the great ones. Amazing people. Some of the best people, honestly. No, I'm not even joking. Like, they really are. Shit, they're more fucking American than Americans. All right. BTI for VA. He says, chart please, the stock, when will it top? Let me look into my crystal ball, bro, because I can definitely figure that out in advance. I don't fucking know, man. It's on a rally. Let it continue more. It's a monthly, seeing extremes on volatility. I think it probably has at least another month or two of this. How high does it get in that time? I think you at least get to $60. Maybe it even spikes all the way to 68, but I would be a little bit... I don't think it's going to make new ultimate highs before a pullback first. So yeah, I think it goes higher from here, but I don't think it's making new ultimate highs before a general pullback first. I mean, this is a pretty epic rally, man, off of that bullish divergence. So I don't know, a little bit above 60, maybe as much as like 68, but I think that's like a pullback zone. Gallo Xavier says, how do you spot a Forex broker scam? Well, you go on the internet, you type in Forex broker. Oh no, just I thought you meant the what's it called? Those prop shops, because 99.9% of them are scams. The Forex brokers, I don't know, man. You have to do your research. I don't trade Forex. You know, I barely traded it many years ago. I do know that there's a lot of Forex scams, but I would just stick with like the major ones, man. If you want to trade Forex, I don't know, trade it on fucking Interactive Brokers or something like that. You know, a traditional market venue. Don't go into the fucking shitcoin ones. You're asking for troubles there. Could it be fine? Maybe some of them are fine, but I'm certainly, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's not a market segment that I'm involved in. You got offered IA trading bots, but not sure how to spot shady Forex brokers. GPT-5 is not very trustworthy when I ask. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. I would say just use your best judgment, man. Like, assume it's a scam until proven otherwise. Basically, it's kind of like shitcoins, right? Just assume whatever shitcoin you're looking at is a scam until proven otherwise. How do you prove it otherwise? It makes new highs from cycle to cycle. At least the chart isn't a scam when that happens. But maybe the product is. Oh wow, we got all the way to the bottom of the chat. So I'll go over to YouTube's over here. Yeah, man, Gallo. I really don't know, dude. But I would assume if it's not like a traditional market venue, then it probably is. Like, look, if it's not on here, so let's do like a Euro USD pair. Yeah, so if it's not on TradingView on these, I would probably avoid it, man. So IC Market's probably good, Forex.com probably good, Oanda, like these ones have been around for a long time, man. They've been around for a long time, probably fine. But when you get into like the fucking, shit coins of them, I don't even know why you go to them to begin with, man. Like, is it lower fees or something? Who knows? But it's not worth it in my opinion. So yeah. AD says, I lost all my crypto to a scam broker. Exactly, dude. Like, there's too many scam brokers out there. These things come and go all the time, man. They really do. You just have to assume it's a scam. You just have to assume it's a scam until proven otherwise. So, in my opinion, if you're not going to trade traditional markets for crypto, then you got a few options. And some people don't even like these options, although typically they don't really understand them. But IBIT has kind of proven itself over time, at least in my opinion. I've had no major issues with them. Bluffin seems to be good, but it's still a bit more of a lack of history there. And Bidunex seems to be like the new kid on the block. I have a link for them as well. They provide like crazy fucking fee discounts with my link, like 33% off for futures trading. I actually don't know if I have it on my YouTube channel, or sorry, on the live stream here. Maybe I'll add it a little bit later, but it's on my regular videos. But it's newer, so I don't know how legitimate that one is. I just haven't seen anything bad yet, so I'm giving it a shot and I'm watching, and it does seem like the liquidity there is actually acceptable. So it's like the new one that I'm kind of watching and seeing, okay, could this be added to the roster? And so far so good. And I haven't really heard anything bad from them yet as well. So yeah. BBJ says rainy season ending soon. So I'm thinking Forex yen, Thai baht versus the US dollar. Sure. I actually really enjoy looking at Forex, even though I don't trade it, just cause it's something different, man. We'll go here. Okay, great chart. There we go. Nice little uptrend here for the Thai baht versus US dollar. I would respect the trend. What time frame are you going off of? Oh, weekly month. Okay, so very long term. I think that this one probably does continue a little bit more, but I'd be cautious at around just over 3 cents, or sorry, 3 3.12 cent, somewhere around there. Kind of where you're at right now, like getting very, very close. Like the top end of this price action pivot trend line. Monthly, this one really could continue, honestly. If it does continue, I'll be looking at 3.2. Yeah. But kind of a hard one. I mean, it does oscillate. It looks like it's oscillating towards the top side of the range. So I probably wouldn't be looking for no breakouts or anything like that. But, you know, it can get towards the top side of the range in really good conditions. CMOU says SNEK. This one sounds like it's going to be great, man. SNEK coin. My SNEK coin. High or low right here. I think it's probably going to spike this high as well. It's like 1/2 cent almost. Does it actually reclaim that high or not? I don't know. But I do think you'll spike it, pull back initially, and then if it closes above there, okay, you know, extend those targets towards 0.6 cent to maybe even 6.5 cents. But for now, yeah, a lot of things are putting in higher lows here. What's up, Asti? Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Are you, I shouldn't ask you, like, where's your location? But just curious, because for some reason I had in my mind that you were European. I just have it in my mind that most people in this community are actually Europeans. Hence the rants. But look, in Europe, you're not going to be able to rant soon anymore anyways. I mean, shit, in countries you already can't, like UK, Germany, France. It's hate speech, bro. You can't say, Ursula von der Leyen looks like a trans Emperor Palpatine. Which is, I mean, I fact-checked it, it's true, but they'll arrest you there. Or fine you, at least. Anyways, an Eric Crown offered copying your trades. Yeah, I don't do that, so you're obviously speaking with a scammer. Look, I don't do fucking trading services. I don't do, hey, copy my trades or nothing like this. I also don't, I will also never DM you saying, hey, give me money and I'll give you more money back. Hey, use your fucking brain. It's a scam. I don't fucking do that. I don't offer that because I'm greedy. And I'm greedy to the point where if I were to do your trades, I want some of the fucking money, which I'm not going to do anyways. I have enough to trade myself anyways, man. So yeah, you know, just speaking to the people out there who send Elsa emails seemingly every day. Hey, Crown messaged me on Instagram. I don't even fucking use Instagram. Or TikTok. I will trade for you in my secret group. Don't have a fucking secret group, and I won't do that, sir. Like, do you also fall for the fucking Nigerian prince scams as well? Like, holy shit. You know who fell for the Nigerian prince scam? My grandma. It's very sad, actually. And Elsa's sister, actually. Yeah, sad stories. Anyways, Cass, yeah, choosing another one of the worst. Lower high after lower high after lower high. Amazing. On hidden bearish divergence on a weekly time frame. While everything else in their mother has been putting in rallies. Even the dog shit coins. That means it's bullish, bro. Look, it probably does rally from here. Probably does get back up to like 10 cents. But look, it's a loser, man. It's a loser. The good ones have been making new highs. Here's where I could tell you that I'd actually switch my opinion on this, not for this thing making new all-time highs, but for this thing putting in a pretty decent rally. And that would be, it has to get back above your July highs. At that point, probably spikes at around 15, 16 cents region. But even then, it's still a lower macro high. This, to me, looks more like a bear flag here than anything, and probably going to go to the downside. Like, garbage, man. Absolute garbage. Again, not you. You're not garbage. You're a lovely person. You just have been misled with dreams and delusions of grandeur from buying shitcoins that are supposedly going to make you rich by doing nothing and believing. The Elk Tube says, Crown, what's with all your MAGA bullshit? Is that MAGA bullshit or is that just an opinion? What's with your, God, I won't say it, man. What's with your fucking lobotomy, sir? What sort of MAGA opinions do I have that, the EU is a scam? That's just an opinion, man. It has nothing to do with MAGA. I don't even really believe in MAGA myself, to be honest. I'm sorry I have a different opinion than you. That's what all of these disagreements can be summed up by. It's like, I'm sorry I have a different opinion. Is it because I talk shit about altcoins? Is that a MAGA bullshit? Like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't like your opinion. You're MAGA. It's like, oh, Jesus fucking, like, imagine living your life this way. That you just instinctively like blurt that out. Like, you just dox yourself as a fucking moron, sir. He could be joking. That's true. Sorry about that, man. You might be joking. Maybe it was my Twitter post recently. Oh, he probably didn't like this one. Is this MAGA bullshit? Is this MAGA bullshit? Or is this MAGA bullshit? This is beautiful bullshit right here. Anyways, that is art. That's real art. Market is boring. Let's get back to ranting, says cars, cryptos, and conspiracies. Sounds like some MAGA bullshit to me, sir. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm sorry I have a different opinion than you. Look, I don't care about, I mean, it's not that I don't care about your opinions. Like, I just don't, you can have your opinions, man. You're entitled to your opinions. That's the beautiful thing about America. You don't have to censor yourself. Elsa would like to know, are you okay? Gallo Xavier says, did you get a series 65? No, I got a series 56. So you actually have those numbers backwards. I'm not a US citizen, but living here for a bit, aiming to start a crypto hedge fund. Tips? Sir, you should not be starting a crypto hedge fund with your ideas with fucking dog coin, sir. I'm sorry. I don't, that was really mean, man. That was really mean, but I'm not investing, bro. Tips why you avoid trading other people's money. Okay, so here I would answer your question by asking you a question. Look, if you have enough money to make as much money as you possibly need or want for yourself, why would you take on the added responsibility and massive fucking, I mean, it's anxiety to trade other people's funds. Like, I don't want to trade other people's funds. Other people aren't going to understand what I'm doing. If I lose their money, then I'm going to lose sleep at night. Like, dude, I already lose sleep at night if I make a bad call on YouTube, and it's like not even a fucking signal service. So hell no, man. I can't deal with the added stress of that. Hell no. Fuck no, man. I don't even think, I really don't think most people who have the skills to do it would want to trade other people's money. It's just, it's way more headache than it's worth, man. You're going to have angry people if you lose money, which is inevitable. It's never going to be good enough for people who don't understand, who are probably investing in you to begin with. And yeah, you're going to get less money anyways. It's like I can trade bigger sums if I take on other people's money, but I only get a percentage of it. It's not like I get to keep all of it. Why don't I just trade my own fucking money? And that's fine. This channel is heterotoxic. Is that what you're laughing at? Ah, he's pretty funny. Well, there are many funny people in this world. Let's get back to this chart. All right, cool. How about Nigerian Prince money? Well, now that you mentioned it, Rudy, I will take that for sure. Look, if you want to start a hedge fund, man. But most hedge funds end in tears, and they and it's not good, man. I think it's better and more fulfilling to trade your own money and build that up. And yeah, and maybe that's just my opinion, man. Like, if you really want to start a hedge fund, fucking go start a hedge fund and invest all your money in DOGINMEUSD coin or whatever the hell it's called. Like, that's your prerogative, man. Everyone's free to do what they want to do. But if I'm sharing my opinion on it, like, that's how I think. I don't want the extra stress of trading other people's money, when you, especially when you only get like, a small fraction of the fucking returns anyways. Because, most of it's going to go to your investors, right? So, yeah. I'm sure you'll be pregnant soon. I'm going to be very pregnant soon, actually. Thank you for your concern, sir. We love you too, Sanaz. We love you too. We looked at Link earlier. It actually looked like one of the better ones. Free speech is good. Yes, it is. There is free speech in Europe. Yeah, man. Let's, oh God, do we even want to get in this conversation? Like, sir, if you want to go talk politics, go somewhere else. Like, for real. Take your fucking mental illness elsewhere, because I don't want to hear it. Like, for real. I will share my retarded opinions on politics, but I don't pretend to be a fucking authority on it. Oh, Elsa will get pregnant because she's an idiot, is his opinion. Yeah, so this person is definitely a person who loves humans, because getting pregnant is such a bad thing. Wow, more humans, bad. Well, it is bad for the environment, of course. Also, a Finnish news piece, by the way. Don't have kids. Bad for the environment. Just kill everyone. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Do you even listen to yourself? Like, that's real genocide, you dumb fuck. Is Elsa in crypto? I mean, she... She's an investor. Stop spamming Clemen, for fuck's sake. We already did that one, Mr. Kumar. Nice. Bear Nutrition's got it. Fuck yeah. Good to see Bear Nutrition. Good morning to you, ma'am. Jezbear says stables, prop firms work in poker because they also come along with very, very high level training by the stable owners. Okay, so like the prop firm owners, basically. Normally, a successful high stakes pro in financial trading, you don't get the same. I mean, a lot of those prop firms will train you as well. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel like the model with most of the prop firms is just pay the fucking initiation fee to get evaluations and then fail that a million times, and that's how they make their money. I mean, in theory, it makes sense. Like, if it really was just, hey, you trade our money and you get to keep most of it and we keep some of it, I mean, that's great. If it works and people are getting paid now, like, hey, that's awesome, man. Look, I started at a prop shop myself, but it wasn't a fucking crypto prop shop. Or like a fucking Forex prop shop. It was like a real prop shop. Like I had to go to an office, and sit down. It was for for an equities market making firm. And yeah, it was a great experience. It was a great experience, and they actually did train if you wanted on their system. So yeah, it's not all like that, but yeah, you really have to differentiate between the crypto prop shops or just like the Forex prop shops. Those things definitely do have more issues. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from people, who've gone on to these venues, some of the lesser known ones. And, there's always like payout issues, shit like that. So personally, my rule is just avoid it. It's just like shitcoins. Like, look, there might be some legitimate ones. In fact, there are some legitimate ones, but I don't want to take on that risk. I don't care to find out myself, but they do exist for sure. I just don't know them. So I'm the wrong person to ask, ma'am. Chris Vela says TAI, TARS AI. Sounds cool. It's got a good narrative behind it. Let's see how the chart looks like. This one's TARS protocol. Oh, it's doing great, man. Holy shit. Is it going only down in a bull market? Amazing. I love it. I fucking love losing money. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, just wait until the whales find out about this one. Yeah, man. If you can't tell and look through the sarcasm, well, look, you might get your pumps here and there, at which point I'm sure you're going to say, Crown, fuck you, man. I knew it. My TARS is going to the moon. But it's been down only since December. So during all of 2025, when basically everything has just been straight up, this thing has been straight down. Amazing investment. Bro, you're just being ridiculous. It's only down 88.34%. Great choice. Again, I'm not saying that these things can't rally. Even the shittiest of shit will get rallies, but they're not going to be formulated into like real uptrends, especially ones that get new all-time highs. Philip Russell, what's up, man? Philip Russell was actually the person that you were listening to last night, Elsa. I was listening to your message last night on Telegram, and Elsa was right there. And she's like, he sounds like a comedy character. Pretty funny. Pretty fucking funny dude. Vladin says, Crown, would you give me your money so I can trade? I'll pay you a %. Do you have a... What's your solution, Elsa? Okay, Elsa says the solution is to give her the money, but she won't trade for you and you won't get any back. It's a great deal. Andy Power says, hey, Eric, can you take a look at JUP? Okay, this one was actually kind of good in 2024, but I suspect it's not so good anymore. Typically, the life cycle of these things is they get one pump and one opportunity, and then it's down only. And what do you know? We got one pump and one opportunity, and it has been down only. Bullish. Gallo says, do you have any experience making trading bots with AI? I don't think that you can do it like purely with AI. It's just not there yet, but it's getting close. I think it definitely is going to happen like soon. Yeah. If not, can you point me in the right direction to see how and who can make me one? If I don't have experience, can I point you in the direction? Well, you're in Luxor. I don't have experience, so I can definitely point you in the right direction. Go to www.derp.com for your AI bot. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. No, I don't think that you can use AI just yet. It's coming soon, man, for sure. But from my experience using AI to kind of help out with the Quant Prime scripts, it's good, but it's not there yet, man. It's just not there yet. So I don't know. Probably less than a year is probably gonna be good enough, I suspect. But for right now, still have to kind of do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. Pengu, please. All right, we can look at Pengu. This one was popular recently. PENGUUDRPU. Let's see. I guess, do we go to Coinbase for this thing? Where can't be the most, maybe Binance or probably MEXC. Not bad, actually. I mean, at least we have a shitcoin here that actually is rallying to new highs, so that's a good sign. I mean, if this shitcoin is rallying to new highs and your shitcoin is not, what's your fucking excuse? Not terrible here. I think it is kind of range bound in the short term between like 4 cents on the upside versus 3 cents on the downside, but it's just a consolidation in between that range. I actually think that it is setting up for a continuation of this run. You know, if you're going to choose any sort of shitcoin, might as well choose the one that's actually doing okay. Please trash ENA in Pengu. Well, Pengu actually, if this is the chart for it, I would say it's, you know, from all of the meme coins that we've seen today, it's probably the best one or close to the best one. ENA, let's check out this one. I mean, look, it has a low here. It is coming off of bullish divergence. It probably does continue more on the rally. I wouldn't be surprised to see it around like 80 cents, maybe even 90 cents region. It's going to spike up towards this high. That's a bridge too far for me, sir. I think best case scenario, you might get maybe one more run at this declining trend line here and then down, but I just don't like charts like this, man. Again, if it has been rallying during this year and particularly rallying around or to new all-time highs, I just look at that as a loser. I'm not saying that it can't rally ever again. I'm just saying that it's not going to be as big of a winner as the ones that already have. The winners keep on winning. Look, if you want the biggest piece of investment, of like long-term investment advice that I learned a long time ago, but only recently internalized with the lesson, it's this: sell your losers and buy your winners. There's many reasons for this, and I'm actually going to create a long-term investment video about it. There's really like significant reasons around this from both like just a charting perspective, but also of course like a tax perspective, for example. That make that very, very, very appealing, or just, it's not even appealing, it's just the right thing to do. So if you have a loser, it's just like, don't fucking reward your losers, man. You'll just get more losers. They're not going to play catch up. They're going to average out your shit. I mean, that's something that Mr. Saylor is 100% right about. It's like, you don't fucking diversify into shit that's not doing as well because you think it's going to play catch up. It's not. The things that are doing well just do better. They just do fucking better. Does this thing continue from here? Yeah, I think that I will. I think that I will. Do I think it's going to make new all-time highs from here? No, I don't. It hasn't during a period that has been pretty fucking bullish and nice towards most things. I mean, shit, even Bitcoin's kind of like stalling out a little bit, it seems like. Let's see. I still think it might spike a little bit higher from where it's at right now and then turn down. But either which way, I do think you're still going to revisit somewhere down around here first, and then a real rally may resume. I just think that that's significantly more likely. Again, I can be massively wrong, and if I'm wrong, feel free to send me all sorts of hate messages. It's fine. I can take it. But yeah, anything below like 121 is just, in my opinion, insignificant. Insignificant, sir. Insignificant. Pump token for regular Bob. Okay, I'll try. Oh, this is pump.funds token, so definitely going to be good. What do you know? Straight down. It's very, very new. I mean, you probably shouldn't judge it too much right now, but if I had to guess, I think it's putting in a local high either here or very soon at around 4 cents. Or sorry, that's 0.4 of a cent. Yeah. Check out Mamo. All right. All right, regular Bob, stop fucking spamming, sir. The mods they do not take kindly to that shit, and neither do I, honestly. It's fucking annoying, man. Like, anyways, Mamo, daily bearish divergence, next move down. I'd be looking for this thing to come back down to like 14 cents. Probably tries for a bounce there, but ultimately I think it will over the next week or something, maybe 2 weeks, get back down to like 12-ish. What happens from there, I don't fucking know. Brandon Johnson says, mind looking at UEC stonk? Thank you for, nice. I always love looking at stonks. I'm probably actually more active in stonks at this point than anything else. Oh, this is uranium. Okay. Higher time frames. Really good. Really, this is what you want to see. Something making new all-time highs. It's a bull fucking market. If it makes new all-time highs, it's good. If it's not, it's bad. It's that simple. Yeah, this thing is freshly breaking out. You know, you're going to see your pullbacks along the way, obviously, but this is bullish, man. Just let it fucking do its thing. You know, maybe get a pullback soon to like 9.25 or something. I don't fucking know. It doesn't really matter. Long term, this thing wants to continue. It's very good. It's very good. I have to say, Gallo, I love you, sir, because you have a good attitude, and it's awesome to talk with you, man. I hope that nothing that I say is taken personally, man. Really, because I know that I can kind of get a little bit out of order myself. Hungy Panda says, if you're still here and want some healthy breakfast, go to D-Light. There are several locations across Phoenix. I guess next time we go, I'll check it out. We'll definitely go back to Arizona at some point. We loved it, man. We really loved it. I thought it was great. Honestly, Elsa needs to go to the Barbie Land as well, which is being made soon. But I was really so surprised with Phoenix and the surrounding areas. Like, it's really nice, honestly. I probably shouldn't be, you know, I probably shouldn't be spoiling the surprise because it's kind of like an unknown area right now. But it honestly, I'm surprised more people aren't fucking chomping at the bit to get over there. And it's also extremely safe. Oh, Ecuador. Okay, nice. That explains things. Yeah, those people are chill. Ecuadorians are chill as hell, at least the ones that I met. Come back during the fall and spring. Yeah, I mean, we went like probably during the worst period, but apparently it was very, you know, not that hot for the time that we went. Like, I mean, not that hot. It was only 105, but really with the dry heat, I really didn't mind it at all, especially when you're in a pool. Like, it did not matter. Yeah, I mean, walking outside for more than 5 minutes, you start to feel lightheaded and like you want to faint. But if you're close to water and you're in water and you have drinkable water near you, I could barely tell. I would think it's like, oh, it's just a hot day. It's not that bad. Most stupid channel ever, says Cecile. Thank you for your comments, sir, and I appreciate you taking the time to increase the engagement of this channel. Yes. Imagine like trying. It's probably they. Yeah. I guess the European talk he didn't like. Oh well. Well, we will have to say our goodbyes, Cecil. Fuckface. Anyways, the EVM chains planning to trade tokenized securities when MEV like sandwich bots would be considered illegal front running in traditional markets. I don't know. I don't know, man. I have no idea. That's a question over my head, sir. You came to Arizona when we had September and July. Yeah, fair enough. It was, like I said, it was really fucking nice, man. It really was. Did you grab In and Out? Yeah. Well, I didn't really, but Elsa did, and she actually liked it. Dry heat, you mean like an oven? Yeah, it's like an oven. Thank you for that, Chris Vell. I appreciate that, man. Gediod says, my manager's son-in-law got in car accident in Arizona this year and a high school girl died. Holy shit, man. Underage driving. Oh my God. Yeah, that's fucking awful, man. Yeah. I hear that there's a lot of bad drivers there. Palantir. Yeah, I'm happy to look at Palantir. Again, full disclosure, I do own this stock. I've been bullish on it ever since I started speaking about it at like $90. Oh, it's holy shit. I didn't realize that almost 190. That's kind of crazy. Okay. It's breaking out here again. I mean, I guess it's just going to really go into like a real parabolic advance now. It's hard not to see it go above 200 at this point. You know, is it getting towards the end of like this mega fucking rally? I would think so, but I actually really do think it has more to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing like 215 to 225 region before it tops out. And it's trading at 186 right now. This is fucking good, man. Like, what the hell? I really have not even looked at this in a while. Like, we first started speaking about this back on over here when it was trading at $90 in April. That is fucking insane. Holy shit. Big gap at 160-ish region too. But I actually do think it will continue overall from here. Yeah, there will be short-term pullbacks along the way. But, you know, this thing, I have a very hard time seeing it not get above $200. Very, very nice. By new optimized, do you mean in the cycle? Some of the projects are from this cycle. By new optimize, I mean like literally new optimize. That's like the best case scenario. Obviously, that's the best case scenario. Now, a decent scenario, but certainly not as good, is just new cycle highs. But again, you know, when you're making comparisons, the ones that are going to do best overall are the ones that are making like actual new all-time highs, not just new cycle highs. Like, again, you're playing a game where you can just invest in Bitcoin and you're probably going to get significantly better returns than just about any fucking shitcoin. And I know that goes against what most people think, because they're like, oh my God, the altcoins are going to go fucking 100x by the end of whatever the fuck's. Like, yes, a lot of them do get their bounces near the end of the cycle. Yes, that does happen, but they're just going to be playing catch up with Bitcoin. And ultimately, if you measure from cycle beginning to cycle end, they do not even get that. It's bad, man. Nuno says, my average buy was $7 on Palantir. Holy shit. You are fucking epic, man. That is awesome. I have to call this out as like one of the best trades I've seen maybe ever. So you bought at $7. Holy shit, fuck. So you bought sometime about 2 years ago. Unbelievably amazing. Congratulations on your once in a lifetime, okay, not once in a lifetime trade, but you know what I mean. Like, these just do not happen all. That is fucking epic. That's a Bitcoin-esque move. Unbelievable. Please look at Black Hole Elio's project. I don't think that there's enough history to look at it. I actually do have it on my list here just to check it out. There's really not enough history to analyze this one, but I don't like what it's doing right here, obviously. Like, this just looks like an initial ICO sell-off, you know, something like that. Again, I'm really good friends with Elliot. I love Elliot. I strongly believe that he actually cares about his projects. I mean, I can tell you, it's not just I believe, I know he cares about his projects. But if I'm just looking at charts here, I don't like what it's doing right here. Did you do any golfing or hiking in Arizona? A little bit too hot for that, and I don't really golf, but we did ride around on electric bikes. That was really fun, actually. That was super fun. Use alts to stack sats. I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can also just stack sats more directly. I think there's more people who are made poor by trying to use alts to stack sats than people who end up with more Bitcoin, to be honest. I mean, just, again, I've been looking at these markets now and speaking to people for the past 7 years, since 2018, 2017. Yeah, I definitely see more cases of people losing doing that than gaining. I really strongly believe the more that I do this, like 99.9999% of people are just better off buying and holding Bitcoin and not fucking overthinking it. But of course, you know, you got people who think that they're just, you know, they can outsmart everything and all this stuff. Like, look, unless you're like a truly professional trader, I can tell you right now, it's just like going to the casino in Vegas. You're going to be long term, you'll be a loser. Short term, you might have some wins so you might have some epic wins here and there. Long term, the probabilities are so significantly against you. Yeah, Yarbuck says, damn, I felt good about my $69 entry on Palantir. Yeah, I mean, that's an epic one as well, man. Don't get me wrong. That's fucking epic. But buying at $7, I mean, Jesus Christ. King Socks says, Crown, please check out my super chat, please. I must have missed it. Oh, it's right there. Sorry. Sui. Okay. I apologize about that, man. I don't get the sound notifications anymore, so I don't notice. But I don't think Sui's as interesting here, man, as most things. It is definitely one of the better altcoins for this cycle. In the okay, you're on the daily time frame. To me, is just playing out a sideways consolidation. Your highs are basically where it's at right now, like 385 to 390. Your lows are between like 335 to 3.25. I do think, you know, I do respect the uptrend here. It's just I think you're more likely to see something like this and then break out rather than just boom. That's kind of my point. But overall, you know, you have to respect the trend. You know, it does have low, high, higher low, higher high. Is this the next higher low? Yeah, I just think it spends more time around that low and then tries up. You know, all of these last few major lows spent, you know, about a month on the low before they really got their move, like a month minimum. So I'd be going with that, man. Gallo says, I like investing in vegan, but looks like shit. This is why your brain's disturbed, sir. Beyond meat. Man, if you look at the ingredient list on this shit, it should absolutely scare you. But let's look at the stock. Maybe it's good. I don't know. There's a lot of stupid people in the world. So amazing chart, bro. Oh, amazing. It's going to play catch up, bro. Don't you know it's a bull market? Okay. This is like a shit coin in traditional markets. It's going down right now, but just the market hasn't realized its true value. Okay. It's bad, man. Really fucking bad. among the worst charts we've seen today. Actually, in fact, the worst chart today. Unfortunately, I don't have my my what's it called? My soundboard, so I can't accurately represent exactly how bad this thing is. But it's fucking bad. It's fucking bad. It's fucking bad. Yes, some people are mad about opinions. Sir, like you don't have to watch this channel or subscribe or anything like that. Like, this blows my mind. It's like, if you don't like it, just stop watching and go somewhere else. You fucking redact. Like, for real. I like it's okay. You don't have to make it your life's job to. But according to him, we cannot have different opinions. Krong, what's your take on the business cycle? I don't know. I'm not qualified to speak on that. So I won't speak on it. That Polak 420 says, good day, nice numbers. Appreciate your content. Thanks, ma'am. I've been stuck holding Litecoin since I bought it at 140 back in 2021. It was playing catch up, wasn't it? Right? It's silver to Bitcoin's gold. Let's look at it. Will it ever see new all-time highs, or should I eventually get out? Look, I do think that this thing is ready to rally here, and it probably will get back above your entry. But in my opinion, when you see things like this, it's a loser long term. You're better off being in things that are winners that have actually made new all-time highs than something that is playing. This one is not even playing catch up. It's just getting its pity bounce near the end of a cycle. But do I think it's going to continue from? I actually do think it will. And I actually do think it probably spikes back up towards 150 and maybe even breaks out from there towards $200. But it's going to make new all-time highs above 400 over here. I certainly wouldn't be betting on that, man. The good things have already made new highs this cycle compared to last cycle. And apparently people just really hate it when I say that. Like, that's where I think a lot of this hate in the comment section is coming from. But look, you don't have to believe me. In fact, you know, if you really hate me for that, I hope that you don't believe me, and that you double down, triple down, quadruple down into all these things, and you find out for yourself, man. And then go fuck yourself. Bye, Felicia. Yes, we are live, Andy Lard. We are live, sir. Beyond Meat Lamo, bro. Who is buying that? I always see the shelf. It is actually true. The shelves are always stocked with that shit. Yeah, man. I guess people aren't as dumb as they hope. I'm not even healthier than meat. Just some Frankenstein soy concoction, Zog Chow. Yeah, something like that, man. Eat your soy and love it. Eat your soy. Put on your soy screen. And buy your soy Lana. Corny channel for sure. Thank you for your comment, sir. Make sure to eat your soy, sir. It's great for you. I read it from the experts. And the Finnish news. Dale Lane says most people shouldn't trade. If you weren't in the top 1% of your classes, you're going to be in the 95% of lose. I don't think you have to be in the top 1% of your class. I certainly wasn't myself, and most successful traders that I know were not successful students. It's probably why they were able to think outside of. In fact, people who are generally good at school aren't going to be good traders, at least at the beginning, because people in school, they look at a problem as having like only one answer, and they don't think in terms of probabilities. They think in terms of like, is it A or is it B? And when you think of when you're in trading, and when you treat a trade as if, oh shit, I've done the analysis, I've got this signal over here, it must do X or it must do Y, whatever. You can never be sure of that. There's only probabilities. There is a non-zero probability that any trade will fail. Thus, if you apply that sort of same mentality that is kind of taught in school, well, generally, it's going to lead you astray, because you'll hold on to trades that you were sure were going to be winners and had no chance to lose. And then what do you know? They do lose. CMAO says XLM on the 4-hour weekly. I think we have to end after this one as well. All right. What was it again? CMAO on, no, XLM. Okay. Oh man, you're really going deep into the shitcoin drawer here. Let's see. It was good many cycles ago. Kind of, at least it's better than Litecoin. I do like the quarterly higher low here, so can't hate that. At least it's close to those cycle highs, which most of the shitcoins we've seen today are nowhere fucking near. Is it going to get an extension on this rally right here? I do think so. I actually do think so. I think that it probably spikes this high again, like 65 cents. But, that can take some time, man. Maybe another month or two, whatever it ends up being. Quarterly, monthly. Yeah, I think it actually really can, especially just because it does seem to play a lot alongside XRP, right? So you got that going for you. In the short term, more or less a short-term range, highs at around 47 and a quarter, lows on last Sunday's low. I think you just hit the high, so you're going to come back down, try for a higher low, and then do something like this. But yeah, I do think that it continues from here, actually. So yeah, at least it's got that. And you know what? I think that's where we're going to have to end for the day, guys. It's time for some gym sessions. I apologize for all of the badly formed jokes earlier. What? Elsa wants everyone to know that she won me in a flexibility contest. And she did. She actually did. She beat me by like a couple points, in fact. And she did some things that like almost no one's done. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, yeah. Norco says Elliot's Black started trading at 20 cents before MXC topped at around $2, currently correcting at 83 cents. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, ma'am. What's up, THBUSD? Good to see you, brother. And love you as well, Mr. Gallo and Mr. Matthew Smead and everyone else, even the people who left not so nice comments today. I even love you too as well. You probably just need to fix your diet and get a good night's sleep, sir. Stop eating the soy and get a good night's sleep and stop reading the mainstream news, and your life will become 100 million X better. That's a promise. All right, that's where we're going to end things for today. Everyone love everyone. We'll be ending on that note. Wishing everyone the best of the best. We'll be back on Monday. Take care, much love, and see you.